This may look like two pieces of paper, but it's actually just one. It's a model by Shafer, who's also the proud inventor of the flasher hat. But if you want to make one of these, keep watching. If you use a standard sheet of origami paper, your model's going to be pretty small. First, you're going to start with some pre-creases. Start by pre-creasing diagonally both ways, vertically and horizontally. This might seem familiar to anyone who's made a crane. Go ahead and fold that in half. Lift this corner, bring it to the other corner so that you have a pyramid. Flatten and tuck. It should look something like this. You're going to want to grab a highlighter or a flat edge for this next part. Bring the corner of the triangle to the end of that line. Crease. Now that we've divided this section in half, we're going to divide it into quarters. Bring the corner to this line. Crease. Now we're going to divide this section in half. Crease. Now that your triangle has 4 sections, you're going to open it up. Stick around for part 2. Part 2 of how to make this guy with just one piece of paper. So far you should have something like this. Flip it over and start folding those edges forward. Crease all the way down. Fold each side in so that a tail sticks out. Fold each tail forwards and backwards. Unfold. Next we're going to bring the little corner of this square forward and repeat on all sides. Now this next part's kind of tricky. This is called a valley fold because it dips like a valley. This is a mountain fold because, well, it goes up. Basically, you're creating a zigzag with these panels. This whole perimeter has to be a valley fold. This perimeter has to be a mountain fold. And this one has to be a valley fold. When you fold them like that, it should naturally want to scrunch up. Like this. Stay tuned for part 3. Part 3 of how to make this guy with just one piece of paper. But Kara, how are we ever going to get from this to this? Flip over. Open the center. You want this side that I colored in to be flush with this side. Like that. You'll notice a weird 3D X thing will start to form. You're just going to flatten that out. If you've caught on by now, these wings are going to be our loops. Start with the wing that's underneath. We're going to take advantage of those pre-creases from before, squash, and fold up. Do this on both sides of that wing. Flip over. Do the same thing on both sides. Bunch up the bottom wing like this. This little flap is going to go inside this crevice. Like this. It should look something like this. You're going to bring that little part up and flatten that out. Repeat on the other side, inserting that flap, and squash. Fix up the loops so they look nice, and you're done. I know a lot of you guys have been having trouble getting from this step to this step, so I'm going to walk you through it. Mountain fold, valley fold. I color-coded the valley fold blue and the mountain fold red. First, we're going to make this a valley fold. So this whole perimeter looks like that. Next, we have to get these lines to look like the mountain fold. Start to pinch the paper along that line. If it helps, you can fold the whole paper over, just try not to crease outside the line. Then you'll have something like this. Next, you want this line to be a valley fold too. Fold that over. After you've repeated on all sides, you're going to start to scrunch the paper. Like this. You'll end up with something like this. Flip over, press that center in, and squish. You're done.